Hi, my name is Ethan Anthony, and this is day 198 of the Dictionary Audiobook Project, and we're back again. Finding my drink right here. I think I mentioned in the last episode that I was watching the movie Ichi the Killer, which is a Japanese horror thriller directed by Takashi Miike. Now, for context, I've only seen one other Takashi Miike film. That was the film Audition. That's generally his most popular film. It's very well known. It recognizes how do I describe it? What's a good way to phrase it? It's recognized as a very disturbing film. When you see lists of the most disturbing films in history and all that stuff, Audition is usually high up there. And what's and this, I'll just say this. I mentioned this in the last episode. I'm going to talk a lot about horror movies because we're in October. I'm going to catch up, so I have a lot to say about horror movies that I will be watching and that I have seen. So Audition is interesting because of its premise and its setup. It's about a man who holds auditions and interviews for his new wife. And what starts as sort of a romantic, romance movie, maybe a comedy, plot, sort of divulges into more of a horror thriller. And I remember watching it for the first time. It was over Zoom. I watched it with two of my friends, and yeah, I see why it's on the list. A lot to do with needles. I'm not a big needle guy. I don't like needles at all. I'm considering a piercing, but that's only one needle. That's just a poke right in the nose, or in the ear. But it would be the nose. No thoughts on piercings yet. Point being, I don't like needles, and there was a lot of needles in that one. Yeah, there was also some other gross stuff. And some of that gross stuff I think is also present in Ichi the Killer. But I think I like Ichi the Killer more now that I finished it because it's just so absurd. It's wildly absurd. And of course there's these violent moments, there's these gross moments in there. They're oh, this is kind of too much. But then they throw in some just random character or random bit of dialogue, and I'm oh wow, this is taking the direction I did not expect. Very unexpected direction. Okay, this is a light spoiler. If you don't want anything spoiled with Ichi the Killer, fast forward to the 4-minute mark. It's a very light spoiler. There's a character who we've only seen baggy clothes throughout the whole film, and he picks a fight with another character, and he takes his shoes off, and we're okay, this guy maybe knows martial arts. He's getting more grounded, in the moment. Then he takes off all of his clothes, and he's revealed to be a massive bodybuilder, which, mind you, he's not. You can clearly see that his face is photoshopped on the actual bodybuilder's body. And yeah, I think that was the moment where I was okay, Takashi Miike could do anything in this movie, and I'd be okay, yeah, that makes sense, tracks. And he did. I really loved it. Plus the fashion is just incredible. Oh my god, the fashion is so good in this movie. And I don't know how to tell folks that my fashion inspo is a Japanese horror thriller. I guess I'll just say that. Man, it's so good. Man, you guys should watch Ichi the Killer, and I hope you're ready for more horror recommendations. Because I'm gonna have plenty. Because I'm gonna be watching more movies this October. But enough about Ichi the Killer. Although it kind of bangs. It's kind of a good movie. Let's finish up the J section of the dictionary, and we get into the K's. Excuse me. Which word were we gonna end on? I forgot which word we were gonna end on. Right. Okay. Our first word of today is the word justice. The word justice. Noun. 1. The administration of what is just, as by assigning merited rewards or punishments. 2. Judge. 3. The administration of law. 4. Fairness, also righteousness. Justice of the peace. A local magistrate empowered chiefly to try minor cases, to administer oaths, and to perform marriages. Justify, verb. 1. To prove to be just, right, or reasonable. 2. To pronounce free from guilt or blame. 3. To adjust spaces in a line of printed text so the margins are even. Justifiable, adjective. Justification, noun. Jut, verb. Project, protrude. Jute, noun. A strong, glossy fiber from either of 2 tropical plants used especially for making sacks and twine. JUV, abbreviation, juvenile. Juvenile, 1, adjective. 1, showing incomplete development. 2, of, relating to a characteristic of children or young people. Juvenile 2, noun. 1, a young person, especially one below the legally established age of adulthood. 2, a young animal as a fish or a bird or plant. I don't know why they gave examples of animals here. That's fine. 3, an actor or actress who plays youthful parts. Juvenile delinquency, noun. Violation of the law or antisocial behavior by a juvenile. Juvenile delinquent, noun. Juxtapose, verb. To place side by side. Juxtaposition, noun. JV, abbreviation, junior varsity. And folks, we've done it. We are done with the J's and we're on to the K's. K1, noun. 1, often capitalized, the 11th letter of the English alphabet. 2, capitalized, strikeout. K2, abbreviation, 1, carrot. 2, kitchen. 3, knit. 4, kosher, often enclosed in a circle. K1, abbreviation, 1, Kelvin. 2, kindergarten. K2, symbol, potassium. Kabbalah, noun, often capitalized. 1, a medieval Jewish mysticism marked by belief in creation through emanation and a cipher method of interpreting scripture. 2, esoteric or mysterious doctrine. Kebab, variation of kebab. And this one is spelled K-A-B-O-B as opposed to K-E-B-A-B. I'm gonna move my leg real quick. Sorry about that. Oop, that's my leg. Kabuki, noun. Traditional Japanese popular drama with highly stylized singing and dancing. Kaddish, noun, often capitalized. A Jewish prayer recited in the daily synagogue ritual and by mourners at public services after the death of a close relative. Coffee clash, noun, often capitalized, an informal social gathering for coffee and conversation. Coffee clash. Nailed it. Kaiser, noun, emperor, especially the ruler of Germany from 1871 to 1918. Kalashnikov, noun, a Soviet-designed assault rifle. Kale, noun, a hardy cabbage with curled leaves that do not form a head. Kaleidoscope, noun, a tube containing loose bits of colored material as glass and 2 mirrors at one end that shows many different patterns as it is turned. Kaleidoscopic, adjective. Kaleidoscopically, adverb. Kamaina, noun, one who has lived in Hawaii for a long time. Kame, noun, a short ridge or mound of material deposited by water from melting glacier. Kamikaze, noun, a member of a corps of Japanese pilots assigned to make a suicidal crash on a target, also an airplane flown in such an attack. KAN or KANS, abbreviation, Kansas. Kangaroo, noun, any of various large leaping marsupial mammals of Australia and adjacent islands with powerful hind legs and a long, thick tail used as a support. Kangaroo court, noun, a court or an illegal self-appointed tribunal characterized by irresponsible, perverted, or irregular procedures. Kaolin, noun, a fine, usually white clay used in ceramics and refractories and for the treatment of diarrhea. Kapeka, noun, see ruble at money table. Kapok, noun, silky fiber from the seeds of a tropical tree used especially as a filling as for life preservers. Kaposi sarcoma, noun, a neoplastic disease associated especially with AIDS that affects especially the skin and mucous membranes and is characterized usually by the formation of pink to reddish brown or bluish plaques. Nailed it. Kappa, noun, the 10th letter of the Greek alphabet. Kaput, adjective, one utterly defeated or destroyed, too unable to function, useless. Caracal, noun, usually curly, glossy black coat of a very long lamb of a hardy Asian breed of sheep. Karaoke, noun, a device that plays instrumental accompaniments for songs to which the user sings along. Good definition. Carat, noun, a unit for expressing proportion of gold in an alloy equal to 1/24th part of pure gold. Karate, noun, an art of self-defense in which an attacker is disabled by crippling kicks and punches. Karma, noun, often capitalized, the force generated by a person's actions held in Hinduism and Buddhism to perpetuate reincarnation and to determine the nature of the person's next existence. Karmic, adjective. Karst, noun, an irregular limestone region with sinks, underground streams, and caverns. Katydid, noun, any of several large green tree-dwelling American grasshoppers with long antennae. Kayak, noun, a canoe that is made of a skin-covered frame with a small opening and propelled by a double-bladed paddle and that is associated especially with indigenous peoples of Arctic regions. Also a similar portable boat. Kayaker, noun. KO, noun, knockout. KO, verb. Kazoo, noun, a toy musical instrument consisting of a tube, the membrane sealing one end, and a side hole to sing or hum into. KB, abbreviation, kilobyte. KC, abbreviation, kilocycle. KC, abbreviation, 1 Kansas City, 2 King's Council, 3 Knights of Columbus. KCS, abbreviation, kilocycles per second. KD, abbreviation, knocked down. Kebab, noun, cubes of meat cooked with vegetables, usually on a skewer. Kedge, noun, a small anchor. Keel 1, noun, the chief structural member of a ship running lengthwise along the center of its bottom. 2, something as a bird's breastbone, like a ship's keel in form or use. Keeled, adjective. Keel 2, verb, faint, swoon, usually used with over, keeled over from the heat. Keelboat, noun, a shallow covered keeled riverboat for freight that is usually rowed, poled, or towed. Keel haul, verb, to haul under the keel of a ship as punishment. Keen 1, adjective, 1 sharp, a keen knife. 2 severe, a keen wind. 3 enthusiastic, keen about swimming. 4 mentally alert, a keen mind. 5 strong, acute, keen eyesight. 6 wonderful, excellent. Keenly, adverb, keenness, noun. Keen 2, noun, a lamentation for the dead uttered in a loud wailing voice or in a wordless cry. Keen, verb. Keep 1, verb, 1 fulfill, observe. Keep a promise, keep a holiday. 2 guard, keep us from harm, also to take care of. Keep a neighbor's children. 3 maintain, keep silence. 4 to have in one's service or at one's disposal. Keep a horse. 5 to preserve a record in. Keep a diary. 6 to have in stock for sale. 7 to retain in one's possession. Keep what you find. 8 to carry on as a business. Conduct. 9, hold, detain, keep him in jail. 10, to refrain from revealing, keep a secret. 11, to continue in good condition, meat will keep in a freezer. 12, abstain, refrain. Keeper, noun. Keep 2, noun. 1, fortress. 2, the means or provisions by which one is kept. For keeps, 1 with the provision that one keeps what one has won. Play marbles for keeps. 2, permanently. Came home for keeps. Keep away, noun. A game in which players try to keep an object from one or more other players. Keeping, noun. Conformity. In keeping with good taste. Keeping room, noun. A common room used for multiple purposes. Keepsake, noun. Memento. Keep up, verb. 1, to persevere in. Nailed it. 2, maintain, sustain. 3, to keep informed. 4, to continue without interruption. Keg, noun. A small cask or barrel. Kegger, noun. A party featuring one or more kegs of beer. Understand that reference, am I right? Nailed it. Kegler, noun. Bowler 1. Kelp, noun. Any of various coarse brown seaweeds. Also a mass of these or their ashes often used as fertilizer. Kelvin, noun. A unit of temperature equal to 1 over 273.16 of the Kelvin scale. Now, the Kelvin scale temperature of the triple point of water. Nailed it. Kelvin, adjective, relating to, conforming to, or being a temperature scale according to which absolute zero is 0K, the equivalent of negative 273.15 degrees Celsius. Ken, noun. 1, range of vision, sight. 2, range of understanding. Kennel, noun. A shelter for a dog or cat. Also an establishment for the breeding or boarding of dogs or cats. Kennel, verb. Keno, noun. A game resembling bingo. Kenosis, noun. The relinquishment of divine attributes by Jesus Christ in becoming human. Kenotic, adjective. Kente cloth, noun. Colorfully patterned cloth traditionally woven by hand in Ghana. Kentucky bluegrass, noun. A valuable pasture and meadow grass of both Europe and America. KP, noun. A military cap with a round flat top and a visor. Keratin, noun. Any of various sulfur-containing proteins that make up hair and horny tissues. Curb, noun. Curb 3. Kerchief, noun. 1, a square of cloth worn especially as a head covering. 2, handkerchief. Kerf, noun. A slit or notch made by a saw or cutting torch. Kernel, noun. 1, the inner, softer part of a seed, fruit, stone, or nut. 2, a whole seed of a cereal. What was the word? A kernel of corn. 3, central or essential part, core. Kerosene, noun. A flammable oil produced from petroleum and used for fuel and as a solvent. Kestrel, noun. Any of various small falcons that usually hover in the air while searching for prey. Ketch, noun. A large fore and aft rigged boat with 2 masts. Ketchup, noun. A seasoned tomato puree. Ketogenic, adjective. 1, producing or involved in the formation of ketone bodies, also marked by the presence of ketone bodies. 2, of, relating to, or caused by a ketogenic diet. Ketogenic, weight loss. Ketogenic diet or keto diet, noun. A diet usually for weight loss that is high in fats and low in carbohydrates. I tried that once. It's hard though. It's hard. You don't realize how much carbs you have until you do one of these. And I wasn't going with it. I was like, all right, I'll give it a try. Not for me. Ketone body, noun, a compound that is a normal intermediate in the breakdown of fat and accumulates in the blood and urine in conditions of impaired metabolism. Kettle, noun, a metallic vessel for boiling liquids. Kettle drum, noun, a brass, copper, or fiberglass drum with calfskin or plastic stretched across the top. Key 1, noun, one a usually metal instrument by which the bolt of a lock is turned, also a device having the form or function of a key. 2, a means of gaining or preventing entrance, possession, or control. 3, explanation, a solution. 4, one of the levers pressed by a finger and operating or playing an instrument. 5, a leading individual or principle. 6, a system of 7 tones based on their relationship to a tonic. Also the tone or pitch of a voice. 7, a small switch for opening or closing an electric circuit. A telegraph key. Key 2, verb. 1, secure, fasten. 2, to regulate the musical pitch of. 3, to bring into harmony or conformity. 4, to make nervous, usually used with up. Key 3, adjective, basic, central. Key issues. Key 4, noun, a low island or reef, as off the southern coast of Florida. Key 5, noun, slang, a kilogram especially of marijuana or heroin. Keyboard, noun, 1, a row of keys as on a piano. 2, an assemblage of keys for operating a machine. Key club, noun, a private club serving liquor, providing entertainment. Keyhole, noun, a hole for receiving a key. Keynote 1, noun, 1, the first half and a harmonically fundamental tone of a scale. 2, the central fact, idea, or mood. Keynote 2, verb, 1, to set the keynote of. 2, to deliver the major address as at a convention. Keynoter, noun. Key punch, noun, a machine with a keyboard used to cut holes or notches in punch cards. Key punch, verb. Key puncher, noun. Keystone, noun, the wedge-shaped piece at the crown of an arch that locks the other pieces in place. Keystroke, noun, an act or instance of depressing a key on a keyboard. Keyword, noun, a word that is a key, especially usually keyword, a significant word from a title or document used especially as an indication of the content. Okay. Cool. KG, abbreviation kilogram. KGB, abbreviation Soviet State Security Committee. You know what? This is the last word, so I'm gonna try to say the actual KGB, like the word in Russian, the actual acronym or abbreviation. This is the last word of this episode. Komitet Gosunder Svenwa. Okay, guys, let me preface. I cannot speak Russian, so we are going to do our best. There's no like little pronunciation symbols by it, so we're gonna try it. Komitet Gosunder Svenwa Bezopasnoti. Komitet Gosunder Svenwa Bezopasnoti. Or the Soviet State Security Committee. And guys, you know, I only do that because you guys are my fans. I have to do that for my fans, you know. Something else I need to do for my fans is tell you all, but you already know that my name is Ethan, Ethan spelled Eythen, and thank you all for watching. Another exciting reading. Our next word is going to be the word khaki. The word khaki, which is a fun word to say, an even better word to spell. Don't believe me? Tune in next episode and you'll see why. You'll see why. All right. Have a good day.